This is The Week. I'm Jeff Horwich. We are online at minnesotapublicradio.org. If you're following the news much these days, I'm sure you're seeing the Democratic Republic of the Congo flash in and out of the headlines. It's a Central African country. There's killing, some kind of rebel group, 250,000 driven from their homes. But after weeks of noticing the story, I still couldn't have told you the cause of it all. So we got in touch with someone steeped in the details. Kambale Musavuli is 27 years old. He came as a refugee from the Congo 10 years ago. Today, he's studying engineering in Greensboro, North Carolina, and he's a blogger with the group Friends of the Congo. Kambale, thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me on your show, Jeff.
Oh, it's our pleasure. You have a rebel leader, Laurent Nkunda is his name, taking on the government in the eastern part of the country. What is it, as you understand it, that he is fighting for?
The pretext that he is stating is that he is there to protect the minority Tutsi in the eastern part of Congo. And he wants to see the Chinese contract to be renegotiated.
So there is the ethnic aspect of this, protecting the Tutsi ethnic group in that part of the country. But yeah, you mentioned China. What is their role here?
China has a deal with the Congo last year, and it's already in motion, where they are receiving cobalt and copper, if I'm not mistaken, in exchange for $9 billion and infrastructures. They are building highways, roads, and high schools and hospitals as well.
So he thinks China is making off with the resources. He wants a piece of it. I suppose he would say the Congolese people should have a piece of it?
No. Even though he's making a statement that this is what he wants, that's not what he wants. He wants to take over the country. He wants to actually destabilize the eastern part of the Congo. You have to see it in a context that it's a pretext. When you mentioned earlier the ethnic strife, it's a pretext. The conflict in the Congo is not about minority groups. He wants to have the piece of the pie, and he is also there for the scramble for Congo's mineral resources.
So you don't believe the rebels have the best interests of the Congolese people at heart?
Not at all.
But we should be clear, you don't think the government that's in place is doing a great job for the people either.
The government of the Congo is there to reign, not to govern. The international community invested $500 million to have an election that will legitimize a government to allow access to the resources. So it's not in the political DNA to be able to answer to the call today. They are very inadequate to even pay the military. They are there to reign, and they are there to facilitate mining contracts for world corporations to come. And yet the world hasn't come together to stop the conflict, which I think can end with political will. Because if we understand that Laurent Nkunda is a proxy force of Rwanda.
For Rwanda, which is the neighbor to the east, yes?
Correct. And knowing that Rwanda is a U.S. ally, the U.S. is in a very good position to end the worst conflict of our lifetime.
To put pressure on Rwanda, keep
Exactly.
the arms and money from flowing there. What's the argument that you make to Americans about how they are related and connected to what's going on in the Congo?
The United States has very close tie with the resources in the Congo. With the Manhattan Project, the uranium used to bomb Hiroshima and Nagasaki came from the Congo. The most recent resource that's being exploited is called coltan.
Coltan, yeah, I think I've heard of it.
It's an ore found in virtually every electronic device, such as cell phone, laptop, DVD players, VCRs, TVs, microwaves. 80% of the world reserve of coltan is found in the Congo.
This is so complicated, the connections with Rwanda, with China, with Angola. We didn't even talk about that. And, of course, all the multinational corporations that have so much to do with the Congo and the DVD players in our houses. It's no surprise, I suppose, Americans will tend to tune it out with all those messy details. What's the bottom line argument that you make to people here, if they don't have time to wade through all the details of it?
Every 2 days, 9/11 happens in the Congo. We have 45,000 people that die every month. The Congolese have the right to live another day. The blessings of the land that they have shouldn't cause the death. And I refuse the notion of a curse because of the resources. Everyone that I meet, I let them know about my beautiful country because of the potential of the Congo. Congo has the second largest rainforest in the world. It is essential to global warming. timber is leaving the Congo like crazy, and we wonder why the weather is changing. The Congo has the agricultural capacity to feed the whole population of the world until 2050. People are still hungry today. Potential of the Congo, of a peaceful Congo, has not been explored. I believe people will help if they know that.
Well, Kambale, your passion is certainly clear. Thank you for sharing it with us.
Thank you for having me on your show.
Kambale Musavuli with us from Greensboro, North Carolina. He's the main blogger at friendsofthecongo.org. For American soldiers, intervention in the Congo would seem unlikely, but who knows? With a new commander-in-chief, there will certainly be some new thinking at the top of the U.S. military.